SpaceX is listing, as you know, as we all know, but also Anthropic and OpenAI look like they're going to list as well. And amongst the three of those companies, that's effectively $4 trillion of company that's going to be listing this year, 2026. So that's 4,000 billion or 4 million, a lot of money. Now, as well as the money that they'll be raising on their listing, so that the new stock that they'll be issuing to raise capital, obviously there's unescrowed shares that can trade as well. Not all of them, of course. There'll be a lockup on certain shares, founder shares, so on and so forth. But there'll be more tradable than just the new shares that are issued on the IPO to raise capital. So that means there'll be quite a significant free float of shares in these amazing companies. And what do you think of the founders, in some case, many founders of one or all of these three companies? They are quite astonishing. If you look at SpaceX, it's a space company, it's a transport company, it's a telecommunications company, it's a artificial intelligence company, an infrastructure company, the list goes on, and artificial intelligence for SpaceX as well. And then the others, well, they are mainly artificial intelligence companies. So they're capable of extraordinary business activity, and they basically rank as an entire sector on their own. Between OpenAI, Anthropic, and SpaceX, you've got the majority of the AI business, aside for Google and the other hyperscalers in NVIDIA. But they're not, the others aren't as specialist as Anthropic and OpenAI and XAI. Google arguably is, but the reality is it's a whole sector that's listing. And I suspect that's the reason that gold and the digital assets have been sold down in the first week of June 2026. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, it's the Iran-US conflict, it's inflation, it's the Federal Reserve, so on and so forth. Those are all very nice, preppy arguments and reasons. But the reality is, I think people have tumbled to the fact that SpaceX is probably not overvalued, even though it's not profitable yet. It's such a phenomenal company that it justifies a swag of investment based on its business activity. It shifts 80-90% of the mass off the Earth's surface. And as a result, you're not really looking for a price to earnings ratio. That's a company that can't disappear. It simply can't. There's nothing to replace it. So I suspect that's why Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, and others have been sold down. Admittedly, Hyperliquid has as well. They're in the oil and gold perpetual futures trading business. But Hyper got traded down well after the falls in the others, the L1s, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. So I'd say there's a sell-off to get capital, especially for the SpaceX. Well, starting with the SpaceX listing, which is in the second week of June this year, which is next week of 2026 on Friday. And that's what the money is being used for.